So Dream just can't stop getting cooked, can he? Whether it's allegations or just pure embarrassment, he can't stop throwing himself under the bus. Most recently, he's been clattered on the head by the literal voice actor of Gumball. He's also had backlash for his 40-minute rant, dismantling all the allegations for conversing in a very weird manner with underage stans. Which, bear in mind, it was kindly explained with Minecraft in the background, which kind of just dismantles all the claims. And also, his music is still the equivalent of a human lobotomy. There's so much hilarity, embarrassment, and drama going on around here. So let's try and make some sense of this terrible situation, because it's so obvious to me that Dream needs to stop doing this. So hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Jake Baz. We cover the weird and wonderful on the internet. And today we're going to talk about Shane Dawson's cousin in both characters as well as facial features, Dream, because he's mired in constant scandal. And I mean, it's all justified. He is a rotten egg that just drags the entire Minecraft community down with it. We're going to discuss some of the more serious topics here, but first off, shall we have an insanity check? Because as I said in the intro, he was caught bust up and bruised after a long night drinking with the voice actor of Gumball from the kids TV show, Cantu. And at the end of this night, it ended up with him getting slapped. But from this same night, Dream linked a video of Cantu having a go at him, basically, following an extensive Twitter spat, and it's both equally embarrassing as it is mental. But before I show you this, if you enjoy the video, please do hit the like and sub. We're a very small channel. I'd love to see you back. And are you ready for this? So Dream tweeted Cantu, voice actor for Gumball, Dora, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Skull Island and more, being phobic, ableist, and threatening to kill me, everyone. And he hasn't seemingly done this out of the blue. It is because of this entire situation that I'm going to explain, but I thought you might want to watch the video first.
If I'm putting you on game, right?
Yeah.
See, you still
Go.
I'm not going.
So you're asking why
I'm not going because you're manipulating. The same thing you say you not want to do or you went through, you're doing the exact same shit. And you're using all these bullshit excuses of why you're still fucking up. So you're the type of person, you're gonna have to bump your fucking head for you to learn. So when somebody who is older than you...
So obviously Dreams added this to kind of make him look bad. And obviously what he's saying is bad, but as I'll explain after this clip, it's a little bit more than that.
I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock stupid. You're fucking syndrome. I don't give a fuck. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from Mariana Trench, and you have a issue with your intelligence.
Obviously, he just comes across as an asshole here. Like, he really does. There's no other way around it. It's very clear that he's blabbered, like, really, really drunk.
When the bites come, or the ants come at me, it'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. 1K is better for this pussy who doesn't want to give away his millions. Are you Jewish? No, man, because I'm gonna do movies, stand-up comedy, everything, all the shit. Music, whatever the fuck, e-commerce. You don't understand that you're talking to, like, a Michelangelo of my time. Right? Like, I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. So understand that.
Minus the slurs, I'd probably be saying the exact same thing to Dream. It's so bad, innit?
I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a it, all right? So that's why. You're really cool, Dream. I still want to fight you. And all of the shit that's happened tonight, it's not going to make it a fucking, like, brutal marauder. I'm not going to be a brutal marauder. I'm going to, like, literally, like, either you're going to be paralyzed or you're going to be dead. Like, I'm serious.
Okay.
So Dream, as I'll show you, he's like, oh, this is like massively threatening to me. And well, it's a fight. Like, everyone in fighting does this sort of fight talk. So he's probably just emulating that. I find it embarrassing that he tries to spin this.
Can you fight?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Tyrell, I apologize.
I'm good.
I know, and I'm sorry for
I met him
doing this.
tonight.
I'd probably be saying I met him tonight as well if I were in that situation.
But yeah, you can end the video now. Thanks for watching. Cantu Network on all socials. Tune your sets.
Dream still does just get violated in it, but it's a terrible video really for both people. Something I've noticed that people aren't pointing out is that Dream doesn't actually stand up to anything that is being said here. He's trying to show that, oh, he's done this, that, the other, is being horrible. Post this over a year past this video, but at the original time, time, he didn't. There's nothing in this video of him saying, oh, stop being homophobic, stop being racist, this, that, the other. And I can only think the reason why is because he'll get a couple more likes. So yeah, it's grim. It doesn't really paint Dream in a good light, even though he's trying to be like this. It's a bit nasty for him to be posting something like this the second he gets called out, no matter what the actual situation is. To me, Dream ignoring the entire things that he's saying, trying not to clap back, either insinuates that he knows something already, or he's just trying to keep this video clean so he can later come across it and use it to his advantage. But then it does kind of add a bit more of horribleness to the Nicholas Hoult, showing that he isn't a bad person because he is bipolar, as seen by this tweet. There is lots of nuance in this situation. It's dangerous to see black and white. Someone who claims to be a mental health advocate completely disregards someone with diagnosed bipolar in an episode. Not saying what he said or did is right, and I mean that just saying a dangerous attack on someone's character when there is much more at play here. So if you don't know what bipolar is, it's essentially where you can bounce back and forth between moods. You can be very, very ecstatic and also very horrible. I've had this in my family with someone who has bipolar, and I can understand the horribleness of the situations that people get into. It explains why this outburst was somewhat racist, somewhat homophobic potentially, and all of the stuff in between, because it's not coming from a source of malice. It's how a person's brain chemistry is fried. So if it is true, and this is a case that Nicholas has bipolar disorder, it's so nasty that Dream would either know about this and film a video of it and try and defend himself around the situation, and also to try and eliminate this guy's career when he's going through a mental health episode. To say how much Dream likes to chat about positive mental health and things like that, it's very ignorant to understand the entire scope of it. What Cantu said is wrong, yes, but Dream filming it and holding it whilst he's having an episode, and then when something comes out like this and he tries to clap back and destroy his career, embarrassing. Nicholas is obviously battered and he's throwing insults at Dream to try and make him feel bad. And the reason that Dream's bad in this situation is because this video is from 2022, so he's filmed this entire conversation going on in this Uber, and then he's decided, oh, well, I'm going to keep it until it benefits me. And that's a bit grim. Collecting problematic things like Infinity Stones to then be able to throw them at anyone whenever they dislike you, that's odd behaviour. But why am I showing you this? Well, it's because this is just one part of the entire thing. So it all started with this original post that was posted on Twitter by a Dream fake account, right? The caption, "Who want me?" with an absolutely delightful photo of Dream where for the first time ever he seems to actually be hiding his jaw, to which Nicholas Cantu responded quite diligently with, "I want you to not be here anymore." Totally out the blue, leading Nicholas Cantu to make another tweet after the fake Dream decided to block him with, "Bro, when you're an actual file, you can't joke about being a file." Which, by the way, I didn't mention as well, but this Twitter video that I just showed you of them both being really drunk in a taxi, well, at the time it turns out that this Nicholas guy is 19, so why is Dream going around bars with a 19-year-old? Because you need to remember, in the US, the drinking age is 21. Willingly going outside with 19-year-olds when you know it's against the law, well, it's a moth to a flame for Dream, innit? Let's be honest. But Dream managed to spot this fake account replies from Nicholas, and he decided to go in on him. "You're replying to a fake account. I'm not a file no matter how much you joke, but you are a shitty, terrible human. Physically assaulted me, said the M-word and other slurs, verbally berated an Uber driver saying, 'I'm the famous movie star and you're an Uber driver.' They were just trying to help you not get arrested. Calling them the arsler and saying your IQ is among geniuses and making remarks towards them. Then you apologised in Twitter DMs to me because you were drunk and high. You should never treat anyone like that regardless of circumstance." Dream then drags himself down with this. Crazy how the voice actor for Dora the Explorer, Gumball and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time. The photo in case he deletes. Which then one of the Twitter repliers actually manages to dismantle him. "I think you're missing the point and need to learn about context and clues and interference. The point is, it doesn't matter. Don't call someone if they have a mental disability. It's simple as that. I don't care if someone gets offended at me calling a physical object." So yeah, Dream, I mean, 3 years ago you were thinking the exact opposite. I wonder what changed around then that made your mind think, "Oh, I can't be saying this word." Could it be the load of young, impressionable fans which would cancel you at any point? So Dream's full of contradictions, but I mean, we all know that. So Nicholas then had to reply to this. 1, yes, I slapboxed you in front of the hose. Yes, I was an asshole to the Uber driver. I was wasted and it wasn't cool, which is why I tipped him a lot of money and have been cutting back on drinking. Yes, I called you tubby and that. He's spotting about basically everything except the racial shit and me saying the M-word. I don't do that shit and wouldn't say it ever. Hire a Harvard professor to calculate why, despite texting every single Twitch streamer in Austin, not a single one wanted to fuck you. So he got violated. Dream then says not engaging with your bad faith roasts. Probably because he was doing the round with women Twitch streamers and it didn't go well for him. You did everything I said and also the things you admitted to. You tipped him nothing too. Not that tipping would excuse anything. You threatened my life, hit me, then shut the fuck up and apologise when I hit back. Grow up. So then he shares some screenshots of him apologising, but he purposely doesn't put a timestamp in there, which makes me think, why hasn't he done that? So I'm not even going to show you it. But then this makes his head go because, as you can see with me scrolling, he's lost his brain. And we're going to talk about the allegations in a second because obviously there's this accusation that keeps being thrown around and it isn't fair on Dream, but at the same time, he doesn't help himself at all. Because this entire handling has been a disaster. This then gets even deeper with this tweet. Hi, I was there. You called a girl I knew a whore and got slapped for it. What is wrong with you? How did you turn this situation into you being a victim? Nick even sent a paragraph apology to you about slapping you for being a misogynistic loser that texts little girls, and you claim he's a racist. Context, the slap happened months ago. I was confused when an altercation happened more recently during TwixCon. Sadly, Dream called a close friend of ours a whore and wasn't slapped for it. So from the moral champion that is Dream, he seems to just be digging himself a deeper hole, doesn't he? Dream then decides once again to go mental. You weren't even in the same state as me when it happened. The whole tweet's a lie. I don't even know who you are. I go around randomly disrespecting women. The continuous trope of women are helpless people that need defending for men. People like you are insane. Robbo then responds to this and Dream kindly comes back. What are you saying that happened didn't happen? I need a diary and help for defending myself against literal assault and slander. You intentionally mislead people, lie, and need exposing for that. I was done talking about the situation. No, you won't. And then you come in and say lies that obviously I have to clarify. Getting mad at me for exposing a terrible person because he apologized to you is so stupid. Given he kissed my ass and then tried to avoid me. Don't cry when I sue your hypocritical, malicious ass for leaving up slanderous statements even though you admitted you were wrong. Which, by the way, he didn't admit he was wrong. So for Dream to get exposed for doing something and then threaten to sue, it's just a nasty character trait, innit? It shows where his morals are. He's known to be this type of person. He's always been this type of person. It's just all really wrong. But Dream just didn't stop, did he? Because he doesn't understand. All I know is that if I like him, I assaulted someone, admitted to it, said slurs on a video to a service worker while belittling them, lied about tipping that person, and then went on a narcissistic rant about how I'm above everyone, I'd be crucified. But okay, Twitter, Green Man bad instead. And I think Atozi perfectly sums it up here. Why didn't you press charges or release the video right away, instead of hold on to it until it was convenient to post? Dream has had this superiority complex as well as like a guilt complex for years now. This is exactly how he's been since he face revealed. He can't handle any sort of drama. Instead of acting like an adult around this situation, he's waited for him to be called this certain file and then instantly tried to dismantle this person for everything they have because he has a video of a bipolar outburst. And how wrong is that? I have always found Dream as a little bit of a weirdo. One example here with not everything Dream does is cute. Shut up and look at him eating a banana with him replying bro. He's not following this person. So he will have to have been going through Twitter to find this, which is a little bit odd considering it's a big Dream stan. If I were in his position, I just wouldn't reply to this. But he has always been a bit of a creep, in my opinion. The way that he handles his fans, and this entire situation is an explanation of that. Because for context, this entire fallout and why he's being called these certain words is because of these SA allegations that came up about a year ago and have sort of been backpedaling him. And to summarize this, basically he was talking to a lot of fans in DMs, which can either go both ways. It kind of is a bit weird if he's doing it to loads and loads of fans, especially when they're underage. But at the same time, Most of the stuff that he was doing was above board and totally normal, and I don't see a problem with it. Twitter is a place where, like, if you get caught with one short stain, you're going to be there for the entire time, like, with this sort of problem. And despite the fact that he did come out last week with a full explanation that was 40 minutes, he did manage to dismantle most of the claims. It all started with this woman called Amanda who came out and said that she was essentially having these things with Dream. Loads of like sexual stuff where she showed a lot of proof around this situation. Dream was obviously combative and it turns out that that was definitely the right way to be because it was entirely fake, it seems. Because everyone was saying at the time, why don't you just end up going to court? Like, get these into court and see what happens. And well, she posted this: not using Twitter till I have everything I need figured out, could be days, be patient. I do not have the power or physical evidence to do anything right now, it's a process. And it seems that she never came to the front with this stuff, and it also turned out that she's had the exact similar things accused of her. Hi, I'm one of Amanda's victims. My name is Bascara, and recently Amanda came out about Dream. I'm 13 and we've been talking for a while, and throughout the time I've known her, she has flirted and used me constantly. Dream, in his explanation that he put up a couple of weeks ago, also clarified this. She lied about taking legal action, she lied about providing more proof later, and lied about almost everything that was shared. It's been over a year now since she said she would provide proof. I have and will be releasing Snapchat data, Instagram logs, Twitter history, and timeline, which proves, as a matter of fact, that she deleted certain messages, lied and hid context, and that she never provided these easily obtainable logs because it contradicted some of her own words. Until any solid proof comes out, it obviously gives that burden of proof to Dream, the fact that, well, she has done this. She does seem to have obfuscated the truth somewhat. And I wouldn't say that he's done anything bad that I can think of. He's just really, really weird with his fans. One example of a Twitter conversation: how old are you? Never mind. 18. Are you still in school? Yeah, unfortunately. Sucks to suck. 18 soon. I should drop out again. Laugh my ass off. But he just seems to not be able to get out of the spotlight with this. It's something that's really sticking. Like, it is just a bit weird. You don't really need to have full-on conversations with fans if you don't need to. And the way, obviously, that he acts on camera and around camera, it's so cringe and it's weird. To me, it comes across as a bit of a troubled soul that just needs some help. And when you add on all the other things that come on, for example, Dream's second response to the allegations versus his response to stealing an idea in Minecraft, look at the difference. Which is funny at the face of it. It shows that it's not as serious, but then he uploaded another one and then he did a 40-minute video and he got roasted for all of them. Like, he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. I genuinely think he hasn't really done anything wrong, if I'm honest, like, around these entire situations. I don't think he's what people are calling him. Although it is easy to do it for a couple of Twitter likes. It's just that circle that just keeps rolling. But at the same time, he's a weirdo. Even if he didn't know that this Nicholas had bipolar disorder, the morality of keeping this video up until it can actually benefit you is wrong. He has purposely kept it as ammo in case he gets his back shot out. People with these certain disorders can't help themselves sometimes, and if he did know about this, he would have obviously not done it. And if he did know about it and he still posted it trying to cancel this guy over one episode of a mental health crisis, it's so grim and so wrong from somebody who tries to be so happy-go-lucky everywhere. I think, quite honestly, he needs to take a lot of time off and just reflect about his actions and how he presents himself on platform. But I don't know if he'll do that. I think he thinks he's got this perfect life going on with him doing this shitty music and just being so happy-go-lucky on everything. And I also feel like he needs to keep relevant or he's going to end up falling off. But that's not how you should look at life. But unfortunately, it's come to that time. What do you all think? Please do let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. JitBaz out. Take care.